Well, hello there, everyone. How you doing on this Manacle Monday, March the 27th, in the year 2023? Hopefully doing outstanding. I just got back a little bit ago from talking to someone about young people. And there's a correlation between young people and old people in both investing and in health. Okay, so with that being said, I'm Mazske Finance, coming to you still from South Florida. I'm not a financial advisor, not a CPA, not an attorney, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. So what do I mean by the correlation between young, old, and investing in health? I'll give you some examples. My hair's kind of a mess today, but that's okay. When I was back in my 20s, I was in the Navy and I was in Puerto Rico. And I've told this story before, so I'll be brief. And I got my paycheck in one day. We used to get paper paychecks. And a coworker was there, and I think we were both the same pay grade. And he asked me, I guess, what my pay was, and I said it. And he was like, "Why is this so low?" And I said, "Well, I have some allotments being taken out to put money in the bank, and I have a mutual fund." And he's like, "How much are you putting in the mutual fund?" And I said, $50. And he was like, "What's the point?" And I was like, I don't think I said a whole lot to him, but he went on to talk, and he's like, "It's nothing. $50 is nothing. But if you kept that in your pocket," he didn't use those exact words, "you could do more stuff now. Go out to eat more, do more stuff now." I don't know where this guy is anymore. I don't even fully remember his name, or I could look for him. It might come to me what his name is. I wouldn't say it if I didn't know it. But I have no idea what he's like now. But if he's the average American, who's roughly my age, they are willfully unprepared for retirement. The majority of Americans my age won't retire. They may have to stop working one day, and then they'll be in a lower pay bracket because they don't have any money, because they didn't invest. If they work somewhere with a 401k and the balance is $250,000, they think it's a lot until they retire. And they realize that 250 becomes 240, 230, 220, 210, 190, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, pretty quick. Okay? If you have $1 million, if you're 60 and you live to be 90, is it going to last you? That's something to think about. So what am I talking about? The correlation between young and old with health. With health, it's the same thing with young people. Young people with investing, they'll start tomorrow. They'll start when they get more money. They'll start when they get a pay raise. They'll start, but then life hits them. They have children. They get a spouse. They get a girlfriend, get a boyfriend, get a partner. And they buy their first house. They get a mortgage. And they just never start. Same thing with health. I was talking to a doctor this morning about my blood test. I had blood work done. Not the big elaborate blood test, but just the basic blood test from a doctor. We were talking about different numbers on there. And she said some of my numbers she sees in folks who are young, in their early 20s. And she rarely sees those numbers in somebody my age. That's what she said. Rarely. She sees people my age with high numbers, fatty liver disease, high cholesterol, high triglycerides, low testosterone, low kidney function, and other stuff. She asked me about medication. I'm not on any medication. She said for somebody my age, that's extremely rare. We discussed diet. She liked that conversation. And I talked more about, more of my plant-based diet. I'm not a vegetarian. I've said that plenty of times. I eat meat, I eat fish, I eat seafood, I eat now primarily dark chicken. I still buy beef, ground beef. I get, in quotes, the organic, the free, the grass-raised. I do not buy non-organic meat. When I say non-organic meat, factory meat. I do my best not to eat factory meat. What do I mean by that? I grew up in the countryside. I have milked a cow before. Okay, I've seen cattle, sheep, pigs, chickens that live and eat nature. They eat the grass, they eat the field, they eat the pasture. Where I lived in the Shenandoah Valley, I would buy my meat from farmers who I could see their livestock, I could see their animals. When you buy just the average cut of meat in the grocery store, those chickens are living their lives in a barn somewhere. Those cows are living their lives in a barn somewhere. They're eating grain that people give them. They're getting shot up with hormones and medication and other things. Okay? People don't think about that. Even if you don't want to buy organic fruits and vegetables, that's fine. But think about your meat. Eat healthy meat. Don't eat that stuff in McDonald's, Burger King. Don't eat the stuff in the grocery store. Sure, pack of ground beef might cost you $1 or $2 more. Sure, the chicken prices and ground beef prices are not that much higher when it's organic meat versus non-organic. They're a little bit higher, but they're not that much higher. But if you increase the amount of plants you're eating, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes, mushrooms, which aren't a plant, they're a fungi. If you increase those, I think you'll find naturally you are eating less meat because you're getting full from the plant material. But by eating more plant material, you're getting that fiber, those the phytonutrients, the different things. But the conversation with the doc about young people was my numbers she sees in people in their 20s, and as she watches them age, they get worse and worse and worse and worse. I brought up an example. I just made something up based on somebody I know. And I said, for example, you have a 30-some-year-old person who they are in top physical shape. They go to the gym, they work out, they're muscular, they run, they're physically fit. And when they go to the doctor, they're told they're a specimen of health. But yet when they eat, they're on the high meat, low fat, high meat, low carbohydrates. Like they're not eating fruits and vegetables because they're eating the protein, the meat. And she just laughed and said she sees people like that, and she's seen them for years because she's older. The doctor was older than I am. And so what she sees is they are the prime specimen of health by appearance on the outside in their 20s and into their 30s. But somewhere towards their late 30s, into their 40s, into their 50s, the tests as they come back start changing. Sometimes they start changing earlier than that. Sometimes they start changing early 30s, like with colonoscopies or pain in their gut, and so on and so on. But she said people don't realize it's going to catch up to them. The young people, she knows what young people do. They eat a lot of protein now. They're not eating plants. It's going to come back and bite them. And they just don't realize it. They don't get it. They think they want to live for today. They want that strength. Okay. I still eat some meat. I eat plants. I got more strength now than I have in a while. You can still build up strength and muscle. There's plenty of protein in nuts and beans, and supplement it with the meat. Don't make meat your primary diet. Okay? So that being said, back to investing. If you're young, have you started yet? If you're watching my videos and you're at the 9-minute mark still watching, what's your status on investing? Have you bought your first rental? Have you started saving up in Wealthfront to get 4.8% interest on your cash reserves or your savings? Are you buying stocks, buying mutual funds, EFTs? If you're not, why not? What's stopping you? That's what's stopping you. Okay? I cannot change that inside you. That's up to you to change inside you. I cannot change you going to McDonald's. I'm just picking on McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, whatever one. I can't stop you from doing that. I can't make you invest. I can't make you invest in Birmingham, Alabama, or Northwest Indiana, or Shenandoah Valley, Virginia, or Chicago, Illinois, like I have and do. And even if you do, I can't tell you what house to buy. I can tell you how to run the numbers. I have a couple videos on running the numbers. Okay, and I'm not going to rehash it right at this moment, but it's up to you to start. Educate yourself the best you can on a variety of things, not just how to buy a rental property. Learn about life. Educate yourself about various aspects of life. If you have children, learn how to treat your children. Kids nowadays are spoiled, rotten. And they're saying that about my generation. And look at my generation. They're fat, they're lazy, they're slobs. Look at their kids. They're fat, they're lazy, they're slobs. And look at their kids. They're fat, they're lazy, they're slobs. To generalize. But if you're young and you're investing and you can't take up on my challenge that was in those videos, in that video, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos ago about getting your plant total to 30 a week. Try to adjust that over time. It doesn't have to happen overnight, but try to get your diversity of plants up to 30 in a week. When I say diversity of plants, different plants, which includes the fruit, the vegetables, the nuts, the seeds, the legumes, the mushrooms, which are fungi. It's easy to do. It sounds hard, but it's really not. I had, and I'll wrap this video up real quick, just today, I had my normal breakfast of oatmeal with blackberries and blueberries. I was out of raspberries and I was out of strawberries. I put chia seeds, ground flax seeds, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, some matcha powder, a banana, and almond milk in the oatmeal. Then I went to see the doc. When I came back, I was hungry, so I had half an avocado, a grapefruit, and a kiwi. And I had a cup of green tea when I came back. I had a cup of coffee this morning and another cup of green tea this morning. I think that was everything. And now it's almost lunchtime. So anyway, with that being said, where are you at in life? Where are you at with investing? Where are you at in regards to your health? All right. I got some more elaborate testing coming up later this week and next week. Almost every aspect of my body is going to get tested in one way or another. Not the exercise part of it, but the internal part of it. I'll keep you posted on how it all plays out. Today's talk with the doc was just the basic annual physical type blood test. Due to my age, she also checks vitamin B12 and vitamin D, and a few other things maybe. But everything came back good. All right, so that being said, have a great day. Mazskes signing out.